Hello everybody, and welcome to my channel, Wisconsin Hugs. My name is Tony Grillo, and I actually kind of in a area here. I'm where that blue dot is. Came all the way from between Madison and Milwaukee. Picked up a load of aluminum cans from an operation that is located in Kleiman, Wisconsin. Same city where I met my wife that I was married to for 12 years, and then we got divorced. The company is called United Waste, and so they have a canning operation over there, which I didn't even know about. Scrap cans they do, aluminum. So anyways, we have van trailers that we park over there, and this is the first time I've run this load, but I'm supposed to deliver this load. So here we are. This is where, like, you got, you know, Milwaukee, and then Chicago, and then south of Evansville, and now I'm in Kentucky, and I'm in a place called Hanson, Kentucky is where I'm at. That's where I'm going to be. It's a Love's truck stop here. If I zoom in, I don't know if the Love's will, yep, there it is. It shows up right there. So there's where I'm at. You can see the blue right there is where my truck is parked. And so this is where I'm going to be spending the night. And right now I'm out walking my dog, and just got done talking to the new gal in my life. And I'm supposed to go to this place right here, Lewisburg. And I've never been to Lewisburg. But that's where this load of cans is going to go, which, so I'm not familiar with this area at all. So this is where I'm at. This is the Love's truck stop. It's pretty nice, very nice truck stop actually. Got here about 7:30 their time, and there's DJ. He says he's just happy to get out of the truck. He's been stuck in the truck all day, and because we picked up the load early in the morning, and I was really tired from the weekend. I'm gonna flip this around, but here I am. Hi there, and there's DJ. So anyways, he's we're just out here. We're gonna be going for a little walk around here. And we had a great weekend. I actually did a YouTube video about the weekend. It was my second weekend with this new gal that I met online, and her name is Kristen, and she's 39 and I'm 52, so she's a heck of a lot younger than I am. She's raising 3 kids, single mom. She was a member of the U.S. Air Force, where she met her husband, and then they got divorced, and so she had to move back home, and she's basically studying to be a nurse right now. She's like 1 year away from getting her education all done, and so anyways, she'd been on like 2 dates, and one of the dates I actually wrote a funny post about. Maybe I'll share that with you all. I gotta put this on pause. And I don't know, maybe some of you are wondering why I put these videos up, why I do this. And I guess I do it, well, mostly for me. You know, they're my memories, they're my stories, but I also do it for the generations that come after me. You know, I would love to have videos of stuff that my grandpa did, and my great grandpa, and maybe my great grandpa. I would love to hear their stories. And you know, and the only video I have of my dad was back when I was in high school, and I stole the camera from the high school hockey team that I played for, just for one night on my birthday, or actually it was my sister's birthday, because my sister and my mom were out, and it was just me and my dad at the house, and I whipped out this camera that was like, back in those days, they were like $3,000-$4,000, and they were like, they sat on your shoulder. They were like a big suitcase, you know, and they were huge. And my dad's like, "What are you doing with that camera?" And I'm like, "Well, I want to video you, Dad, playing the accordion." And so I got about 45 minutes of him playing the accordion, and then I totally forgot about I made a VHS tape, totally forgot about it. Well, you know, 20, 30 years later, my dad died, and I got this box of stuff from my mom, and inside that box was that VHS tape that I made of my dad, and I totally forgot I even made it. So I was able to, you know, I had it, and it's the only memory, the only video memory I have of my dad. It's the only thing I got, but it's beautiful. You know, he is playing the accordion, and he's doing a great job. He's even singing. He had a beautiful singing voice, and it's my most treasured video of all my stuff. You know, I'm just so glad I got it. I wish I would have had more, but you know, so this is kind of why I do this, and maybe I do it because maybe I hope some of you enjoy, you know, listening to my stories. So I wrote this April 22nd. This is the first time I've ever wrote a post like this, where I actually talk about meeting someone that I haven't met yet. And I kind of told all my Facebook friends that I have no idea how this is going to go, but I'm just telling you all about it, that I'm going to have a date with a girl that I've never met, and we'll just see, and that's kind of what this post is about. But anyways, hi everyone, happy Friday. Hope you're all doing well. I'm running local and can't wait to finish picking up my workload for today. I spent the last few months taking breaks from all social media and focused on dieting and workouts again. The weight is slowly melting, except I did cave in yesterday in Ohio and bought a large pizza, and man, it was good after living off spinach salads for 6 weeks. LOL. Feeling better about slimming up, still have more work to do. I decided to venture back into the dating app world again. There's things I want to do with company, preferably. So I did strike up a chat last night with a super nice lady that's 39. She's a nurse and a mom, lives by me. My YouTube channel didn't scare her. Yeah, that's kind of a big thing, you know, when you have a YouTube channel and you write, that can scare people. You know, they're like, "Are you going to write about me?" Generally, I do not write about anybody that I'm with. But you know, if we break up, then I may write about you. So, but and I've had a lot of one and out dates, and I've kind of told some stories about that, and some people have just loved reading about the fact I posted them on YouTube. So anyways, she laughed at my Say No to Big Purses video, which was my most popular video until I came up with the don't date Zumba instructor video, where I actually wrote a song for my ex-girlfriend that I was with for 3 years. And that video has become my #1 most popular video on the YouTube channel. But anyways, Queensryche's coming to a small bar by me in a couple weeks. I got to get tickets for that too. And she's never heard of Silent Lucidity. I realized she would have been 5 years old when that song was popular while I was skating for UWEC. Yeah, I actually did skate there for a year. I was a college hockey player. I really want to see them. She did tell me she knows all the Disney movie songs. LOL. I can honestly say I've never watched Frozen and do not know any of those songs. My kids were grown up by then. So she just started dating and shared her last experience, which I know she won't mind me telling all of you about. Plus, we aren't Facebook friends yet. We weren't then, because we were just meeting each other, just starting to talk to each other. So she meets this guy at a wine tasting place, and that's a good choice for a first date. I know ladies tend to love wine. She tells me the guy wouldn't order anything to drink, not even water, and offered no explanation, like maybe he was with AA, but then that would not be a good first date choice. LOL. She actually admitted to me, she told me after she read my post, she said, yeah, that was my idea. He couldn't even come up with an idea for where to go. So she had to be the one to come up with the idea. So as she's sipping wine, he doesn't say much, but she sees he keeps staring at her breasts. And she's getting irritated and uncomfortable. Now, apparently, the shirt she was wearing, I guess, has kind of like some cuts in the middle of the shirt. Because, so, because I asked her if she was wearing something lacy underneath or had part of a tattoo showing. She doesn't have any tattoos, and she wasn't wearing anything lacy underneath. And she said the shirt wasn't too low cut. And so I told her, well, at least she could have pointed out his staring at her breasts so he doesn't make the same mistake on the next date. Big dating rule, remember, not to stare at your date's breasts. And it would have been interesting to hear his response as to why he wasn't drinking any wine. I told her I wanted her to wear that shirt for our first date so I can get some kind of idea on the situation, and she said she would. She said she didn't care if I post a pic of it for all of you. So we shall see if that happens. She actually did not wear that shirt on our first date because she knew I would put a picture up on my Facebook on it. And she said, yeah, okay, the shirt did have some cuts in it, some cuts in the shirt that revealed a little bit of skin. So then she told me the guy got upset when she declined a second date and blamed women like her for his misery and actually said he was going to commit suicide because of her. Well, he actually did do that. He said that to her. Wow, guys, I'm not an expert, but I don't think that works for winning a lady's heart. Well, wish me luck, God. I pray I don't blow this. Man, I love life, and I need to remember to not stare at her breasts. I hope I can do better in her last date. Hope you all have a great weekend. So that was my post for that day. And we actually, and so I know a lot of my Facebook friends read this post. And, well, we can even look at the comments. There's like 53 comments. So, they're all like, I hope your date goes well. Kathy Wilson, the girl that I grew up with that lived next door to me growing up as kids, she's like, I'm curious to read the sequel. Good luck. And my one of my favorite friends in Minnesota, Katrina, she's like, you write an amusing yet true story. I love it. And Michelle went to high school and college with her. She was love your stories. Scott Nees, he's like, how do I pronounce his name? It was like, I know I went to school with his brother, Eric Canese. We said Canese, yeah. And Scott's the brother of Eric. So Scott Canese says, Queensryche, good test for her. And he's right. He's absolutely right. And I'm like, Scott, why don't you bring your brother and come out and we'll go to Queensryche together, stay at my house. And he might actually do that. We'll see. I hope he does. It'd be fun. I would love to have some company. I have not had any company stay at my house ever. Craig Fox is like, good luck. Yeah, great kid. I went to high school with him. Great athlete. And, just awesome guy. And Marie, another lady I know in Milwaukee, she's like, I hope it goes well. Maybe wear sunglasses to be safe. Yeah, so she can't see where my eyes go, right? And then Kristen, another friend from Coon Rapids, my high school, she's like, you got this, just be yourself. And Steve, actually a friend, grew up with my ex-wife in Watertown. They were buddies, and we wound up staying Facebook friends. He's like, yeah, we would have to know how big they are. Yeah, he's probably talking about what I think he's talking about, how big they are. Jane, my friend from California, she's like, oh, that crazy poor gal. I'm glad she's getting an awesome... Oh, she always flatters me. She's so super nice. Lori's like another girl I know that's so awesome from Minnesota and lives out in Seattle and Hawaii. She's like too funny. And Mark, another great guy. I grew up with Mark. I could have sworn he's from Blaine High School, but I could have sworn I knew him, because I went to both Blaine and Coon Rapids schools, and I thought I knew Mark back then in the day, but he's just an awesome Facebook friend now. I love the guy, and he's like, happy Friday. And Joanne, she says, thank you. And that's so sweet when people even just say thank you. You know, you put something out there and you hope people like reading it, you know. And Terry went to high school with her, and she married a good friend of mine. Also, both of them are in my grade. She goes, nurses make great wives. Just saying, she's a nurse. That's hilarious. And Amy's kind of funny because she lives in Waukesha, Wisconsin. And I met her from a dating app. And I wasn't having any luck with the dating apps, so I thought I'd do something different. And I threw up pictures of me with all my different old girlfriends that I dated. just for a joke, just to see if I would get any response from any women. And Amy was the one that responded. She's like, why do you have pictures up with all these different beautiful women, you know? And I said, well, they're all my ex-girlfriends, you know? And I thought, I was wondering if I wasn't getting any luck with any of the other pictures I was putting up. So I thought I'd throw some pictures of me with some pretty women, and she just thought that was hilarious. We never did wind up dating each other. There was a guy there, I think she wanted to date, and then they were kind of talking at the same time me and Amy talked. And I think Amy just responded because she saw my thing, but me and her have become great friends over the years, and she did get married, and I love Amy. She's a dear, dear friend of mine, and she went through heartache. You know, her husband left her, divorced her, and ran out on her with another, you know, and so, you know, she has rebounded and found a great guy, and she's enjoying life, and we just comment on each other's posts all the time. So yeah, this is the post right here. Saturday, May 28th, Queensryche is going to be in Kansasville, Wisconsin, which is just south of Milwaukee, at a bar in the middle of nowhere. They call it the 1175 because the bar crosses Highway 11 and Highway 75. That's why they call it the 1175. It's a great, great venue for bands. And Kristen she does not even know who Queensryche is. She's never heard of Silent Lucidity and or any of the other songs. And so, God, this would be fun. I would love to see these guys. So I'm hoping to see them.
Happy birthday to you!
My pastor always says, you know, as Christians, we need to do a better job at tipping. Yes, I did.